So how do trees go online? They log on. They log on. Ah, that was good.
Perfect.
So, the 2002R killer, is it finally here? Well, let's have a look. On today's episode, we are reviewing the New Balance 1906R. So New Balance have mastered the art in terms of bringing a sneaker back from the archives and making them mainstream again. They've done it with the likes of the 550s and of course the 2002Rs, but now the latest one is the 1906R. And yes, in some of these cases they have to thank the collaborators for that. Over the past couple of years, the retro runners have slowly become mainstream again, and in my personal opinion, I'm loving it. For me, comfort always comes first. I can't stand a sneaker that looks amazing but is such a nightmare on foot. But don't get me wrong, they do have to look pretty decent as well. And this sneaker for me might have that sweet spot. But when it comes to the box of this shoe, it does come in a regular New Balance box. And I was kind of wishing for something else, but at the same time I wasn't expecting it. Of course, being a GR pair, it does come in your standard grey New Balance box. But the product sticker itself does say M1906RA. And I did indeed get these in my normal UK 9. Now this is the first sort of wave to the GR pairs by New Balance with this 1906R. But the debut to this model did come in a pack with the 2002R. In a collaboration with This Is Never That. And I'll be honest, I was fuming when I didn't get that colorway. It looks super clean and very different to what we're used to. But I thought that when I saw these as well, they look a lot different, but at the same time it's got that signature New Balance look. And if you're thinking about getting a pair, I will leave some purchase links down below. Now with this silhouette, like most New Balance sneakers, I did go true to size and there were no problems. Although comparing it to the likes of a 2002R model, which is very similar on foot, it has a way more snug feeling, and that is mainly because of that N-lock technology. Of course, people using this as more of a running sneaker than anything else, they needed that sturdiness on foot. Now, although it's not snug enough to make me want to go half a size up, it's just something I did notice. Going true to size for me was best. Now, although this sneaker does look like Bianca's jacket from EastEnders, I'm still really liking what this sneaker offers. The colorway in itself is actually growing on me though. It's definitely got that retro vibe to it and I'm loving it. But other than the colorway in itself, let's take a look to see what this sneaker is actually made of. Now this silhouette is mostly constructed of mesh, and that's one of the reasons why New Balance offered that N-lock technology. With most mesh runners, they did misshape pretty quickly. But this sneaker though, I don't really think you'll have that problem. Of course, we've got the overlays in this particular colorway of that shiny metallic silver. Like I've said, if you've ever watched EastEnders, you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to Bianca's jacket. But of course, other than that, we have hints of black and of course gold. And the mesh in itself is mostly in white. But where the N logos do sit on both sides of the shoe is sort of blended into where the N-lock sits. And I think that is absolutely genius. Now when it comes to the laces of this shoe, it does have those sort of bumps in it if you look carefully. And it is kind of reminiscent to a sneaker that if you've tied it a bit too tight, it does have that effect. So maybe that's what New Balance was aiming for. Now the tongue in itself is mostly in mesh again, with the MB logo sitting on that metallic silver panel. Just underneath that though, we do have that running going down. Now we do have that black cotton sock liner, which adds a nice contrast in terms of color. And what's nice to see, we do have that Orphalite insole in that mostly metallic silver colorway, with the New Balance 1906R branding on the back. Now one of the things I am very disappointed about with this shoe is the lack of 3M on it. The only 3M accents that I can see is those 3 stripes towards the back on the heel counter. But I guess the metallic hints of silver sort of outweigh the need for 3M. But we got the NB logo towards the back on that TPU heel cage that does keep its structure. And that's exactly what you need from a running sneaker. But on the lateral side near there is a 1906R print. Now this uses the exact same midsole as the 2002R, which was retroed from another New Balance sneaker, which was the New Balance 860 version 2. And there's a reason why both silhouettes did borrow from that sneaker. This midsole is an absolute godsend on foot. It's a great blend of comfort and firmness, but it comes mostly in this white colorway alongside black and gold. And it does use the Absorb technology with energy here, which does help the impact when you're running in terms of shock absorbing. Now to finish off on the outsole, we do have hints of gold again and of course black and white. And if you've bought a 2002R model, it's exactly identical. Right broskies, what are we thinking about this brand new 1906R? Technically not brand new, but it's new enough to me. Is this silhouette a buy or a buy? Now this sneaker does do so much right, honestly. I can't really fault it that much. If I had to nitpick though, it would be the mesh material on the upper. Looks wise, it defo looks more of a runner than the 2002R model. And yes, some might argue that's a good thing, but for me, I want a sort of hybrid sneaker. One that you could possibly run in, but at the same time, one that doesn't look like one. And that might not make any sense to some of you, but I feel like the 2002R model has that sweet spot. It's got the comfort and cushioning to a runner, but at the same time it looks more premium. But if I am comparing it to the 2002R model overall, I can sort of say these are more comfortable. With the added Ortholite insole, it is a big bonus. It's not night and day in terms of comfort, but you can defo feel it. And of course, that N-lock technology, it is so nice and snug on foot. But to some, that might be a turnoff. I cannot get away from the fact that this sneaker looks exactly like this ASICS model that has been released. That Jound collab with the J Keanu 14, it looks exactly like that. Apart from the logos of course, but the exact same look and design. Now retailing at £130 here in the UK, I can't really see this beating the 2002R. And I know it's only about £20 or £30 difference in terms of retail. But for me, the 2002R looks so much better. And yes, it's been out longer and yes, it's got more colorways, but as it stands, it does have its edge. So technically for me, it can't take the crown just yet, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be so interesting to see what New Balance does in terms of the collabs and the GR colorways. But overall, I do like how they look on foot and how they feel. I am indeed going to give this 1906R model an absolute buy. But broskies, comment down below and let me know what you think. Is this going to be the next best thing from New Balance? Or was this an absolute miss? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comments. Anyways broskies, thank you for watching, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit me up on IG as well, just in case you want to show me some love or ask me any questions. And whilst you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And till the next episode, take care.